My name is Megan O'Russell.
And my name is Christopher Russell, and welcome back to Page by Page, writing the book in real time. And y'all, thank you so much again for your patience. It's the never-ending migraine.
It's okay. So I'm not even sure if it's actually a migraine anymore.
That's true.
I don't know what's happening.
Devilry this is.
Like, I don't know what fuckery is wrong
We
with
don't
my
curse on this podcast,
fucking body. But no, so if anyone out there knows what to do if my head doesn't hurt unless I look at, like, I focus my eyes and then my head gets all tingly on top and then it feels like I get an ice pick.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if I'm just chilling out in a not super visually active space, I'm fine. As soon as I look at a computer screen, I'm, like, fucked for the day.
Yeah. And it's still extending even to focusing on paper, right? A little bit, but not as bad.
No, paper's better.
So
the computer's worst. Phone is second.
Okay.
Then my Kindle Paperwhite.
That actually affects you worse than paper? The Paperwhite does? Mm-hmm. Without any backlight?
I don't know.
That is really interesting.
I timed it and I did an experiment.
Okay.
I have no idea why. I have an ophthalmologist appointment.
No, you got it right. Ophthalmologist
appointment. And I have a neurology appointment with my normal migraine doctor. And we're working on getting me a pain management person. So I am trying, y'all. I am trying to get my ass back on track. But it is very slow going because I am handwriting the chapters out and then Chris is typing them in and then we have to print them out for me so that I can edit them on paper. So then he has to put the changes in so that we have to reprint them so that I can edit them on paper again. Yeah. And then we get to the normal part of the process where he edits.
It's so frustrating because as a huge supporter of assistive AI, which assistive AI and generative AI are not the same. They're two sides of the same coin, but they are not the same. So generative AI is all the slop that you see on social media, all those fake videos and images. And then assistive AI is to actually like kind of help out, right? Literally it assists. So what we were trying to do, and it worked for this chapter, but it did not work at all for the one that we just did, is take photographs of the handwriting, upload it to ChatGPT, and I actually tried a couple of different programs, and it was hallucinating words too much. In fact, with this most recent chapter, it hallucinated an entire chapter.
You didn't say what the goal was.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The goal was to take a picture of my handwriting, give it to the AI, and say, cool, make this typed words for me.
Transcribe it exactly as is, striked out words, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It invented characters.
It said something about, there was like Paige handing Ella something to drink, and Ella went, "Is it poison?" And Paige said, "Probably." And I was like, what the hell is this shit?
There was a girl with neon green eyeshadow or eyeliner. Like, I don't know who this girl with neon green eyeliner was.
And then Jason was like this broody quarterback type that's sitting over in the corner and goes over to Ella and he's like, "I didn't know that you were here." And I was like, what in the CW is happening right now? Like, the actual fuck. It was so...
Wait, is the CW around anymore? Are people going to get that joke?
I don't know. If
the CW is like
Pretty Little Liars, right?
Yeah.
No. Sorry, Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, it was like Vampire Diaries, like Riverdale.
And Smallville. I think was them.
I think that. So it's like and that Arrow super drama.
I think, or no, it was Arrow something. Anyway, but yeah, it was. Oh my god. So
my ears are plugged.
There were what?
My ears. Sorry.
There were good. Maybe it is your sinuses if your ears are plugged. That's weird. That's too. Okay, please don't do that. Don't hurt yourself.
They popped.
Okay, great. So anyway, no, there were some good like shows on the CW, but it was all like
they were
just
great
drama all the time.
Like, somebody's getting knocked up and there's going to be 5 different baby daddy choices, but there will never actually be a baby come of this situation. And it's not going to be in a sad way.
Dawson's Creek wasn't CW, was it?
I don't know.
Because that feels like the type of thing that would have been on there.
Well, One Tree Hill, she did actually end up having a baby in that one.
Oh.
They did not write the baby out. But in CW, it's like everybody got knocked up. No one actually had to deal with a child. I don't know. It was a thing for a while.
You're right, sure. But like,
except in The Secret Life of the American Teenager, which was entirely about consequences for bad choices against.
Yeah.
We're not going to bring that part into it.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. But like it is a very
Hi, Bubby.
there is a belief system behind that show. So that's like the other side of the coin.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, so shall we introduce the beer of the week?
Yeah.
Okay. So
hope I have
beers
the right cup.
of the week. Yeah, we'll see. Hold on. So I am having a Goose Island IPA, and Megan is having a Blue Point. It's the Imperial Ale that you've had before. So cheers.
Cheers.
Oh man. Okay. So okay, good. I wanted to make sure we were still recording. My computer just made a funny sound, so I muted it. So we'll see if that took care of things. So do you want to give everyone a last time on?
Sure.
Previously on
Previously.
Diary of a Blood-Marked Werewolf. It is time to go to the It is time to go to the post-field day party at the Argo. Jason is on his way home grabbing a sketchbook for Ella, and Ella, well, it is time for her to spend time with the archer. I'm doing a really bad job of it this week.
You know, keep going, man.
It's time for her to spend time with the time-honored tradition of family time with your friends. I don't know.
We are treating this like old Hollywood film. Like, we've only got so much tape left in the can. Go, go, go. That was fun.
Wait, can I try it again?
Do you want to try it again? Go ahead, try it again.
Okay.
I'm not snapping it out, though.
Previously on Diary of a Blood-Marked Werewolf. After Ella almost dies at the field day, and the rest of the field day is canceled, Kate escorts Ella, Jason, and Paige to the party at the Argo. Jason runs back, trying to get something for Ella, #avoid parent time. Ella goes upstairs to meet her doom with the Archer family.
Okay. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I like it. And
honestly, because at this point, okay, so what's happening, because we were behind on this one, but then I'm writing the other one. I'm actually a little bit further ahead in writing than I normally am.
Yeah.
So trying to be like, what the fuck was the exact ending of the last chapter? Because usually it's like
confusing.
the last one I wrote, but this one I'm like, wait a second. Because I I'm ready to edit the next chapter.
Right.
And I'm never that far when we're at this point.
No, that's
so it's
true.
freaking me out.
From now on, last time on Diary of Blood... Wow, I'm talking well, too. Diary of a Blood-Marked Werewolf. Shit happened. Moving on.
No, because you need to remember that, like, it was field day. And,
That's
like, there's
true.
a reason. Like, Kate is here. They're here for a reason. They're here for the party.
She has performed her blood ritual. She has a new phone that she shouldn't have, theoretically.
Yeah, so, yeah. It's a very exciting
And
time.
it's constantly juggling... Shit, I'm going to get this wrong and I'm going to kill Jason. So that's fun. All right. Was there anything else that you wanted to...
Oh, I forgot that part. Well, I didn't forget that part, but I forgot to mention that part.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ella is currently having a nervous breakdown because she had a vision that might have implied that, something horrible may happen if she doesn't stop it from happening at this party. So there is also that psychological pressure going on as she deals with her friend's parents and a nervous breakdown because she almost got killed today. Also, the fact that all of her friends' parents don't like Kate, and Kate's really not a great guardian, but Kate's really doing her best because, she's going into the underworld and trying to figure out who's trying to hurt Ella, but that exposes her to all kinds of horrible things that Ella can't have visions about because that would be a really bad thing. So Ella's having a kind of complicated day.
Wait, well, hold on. Kate's going into the Arabite underworld?
No.
Okay.
The underworld of...
Okay. All right, I was
dark
like, hold
underbelly.
on.
No.
Okay.
She is not going into literally
That's what
the
I wanted
land
to-
beneath.
Okay,
She is going into like the seedy underbelly. Like, remember in Lori's story, the club that she goes to?
Yeah.
That's the underworld we're
What's the
talking.
name of the club again? I need to go back and read that again because it was fascinating. And Lori and her shadow daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not Ella's daddy, but that is her shadow daddy. Shadow daddy cannot sire children, I don't think.
No, because he's not actually a fully corporeal being. So that would be like...
You need to push your glasses up your nose. Not a fully corporeal being.
Oh, that
God,
hurt.
don't do it. Oh, no. Oh. See, nerding can sometimes be dangerous. It's a dangerous sport. That's
Honestly,
why I leave it to the
if you've been
professionals.
to enough Comic-Cons, you can see how dangerous it is.
Yeah.
Like, some of those cosplayers will show you their
Holy
wounds
moly.
from, like, building things.
Yeah.
Like, the ones who work in, like, the big metal suits and everything.
Oh,
like,
my gosh. That's
those dudes
crazy.
get chopped
Y'all
up.
are awesome.
We should like do the chapter.
We should probably do the chapter. All right. So then, without further ado, I present to
Much ado about.
No, I was going through the proof. Oh, the paperback proof for Sketchbook has been finalized. The printer has still not gotten back to me on the issues I'm having with the hardback. So we are working on this.
My favorite thing is when you get to the proof phase and you send it in, or you get to the printing phase and you send it in and you're like, great. Your computer has to look at this and send it back to me. It's not going to a fucking person.
No. And yeah,
it's like, why is your computer taking 2 weeks to do this? Like, how backed up is your system, dude? Because you know, there is no person going in there and doing it by hand. It is generated by a computer.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening? Anyway.
They need to do some computer X-lax or something. Backed up.
I am really rambly.
Yeah, that's okay. Me too. All right. So, on to Diary of a Blood-Marked Werewolf. You are so pretty. By Megan O. Russell.
My sinus.
Oh my God, this great beauty right next to me. I apologize to everyone. I was 100% incorrect. It is not chapter 25. It is chapter 24.
This is why it's so confusing.
I know. I just transcribed chapter 25 into Word myself. So
I'm sorry, my eyeballs are fucked.
No, look, I'm sorry your eyeballs are fucked. That's not a nice thing.
Balls, man.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna put a muzzle on this one. So we are now reading Diary of a Blood-Marked Werewolf by Megan O. Russell, chapter 24.
An explicit tag.
It has an explicit tag.
See that I'm fine.
WWUED. My arm lost contact with my fucked up ribs. A small movement, but the dip in pain combined with the shock of a woman I'd just fucking met embracing me like I was some long-lost kin successfully fucked my mental barricade. I felt it happening the split second before the sky went black. Too quick to fight back. Enough time for the rhythmic, oh, fuck, 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 to shape the vision as it formed. A pinprick of light, pulsing, expanding with each beat. Fuck, 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 fuck. But a person spoke from within the light, but the light wasn't bright, not artificial, not golden sun, a silver glow in a shadowy room. You can't know that so quickly. Breathe, Ella. You're wrong. The speaker, a woman silhouetted against a wide window, her back toward me, phone to her ear. She started to tremble. The darkness surrounding the scene lost the rhythm of fuck, 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 fuck to shake along with her. Like film on an unsteady projector. The first tremors of a world cracking apart. Breathe, Ella. Calm, Ella. The woman's legs buckled. She crashed to her knees. The phone fell from her hand, lost to the darkness. Claw the fuck out, Ella. Sobs racked her body. Soul-crushing grief. Soul-crushing grief fueled by anger. But who? No. Breathe, Ella. Fight, Ella. But I am made to bear witness. I had to see who. Whose soul I'd been called to watch shredded. The vision gave me no feet to peel from the floor as I fought to move toward her, accepting the icy claws raking across my flesh as payment for needing to see. Don't, Ella. Get out, Ella. Get out. The light changed. Don't. Run, Ella. A rosy gleam ate the silver glow as sunrise found the woman's face. Mrs. Archer, Jason's mom. Red splotches covering her face and neck, tears still rolling from swollen eyes. No, save Jason, save Jason. I took a breath I didn't want, the start of a sob, of a scream of rage and pain that stole the hateful air from my lungs. Jason's mom pushed herself to her feet, stumbled, caught herself on a wall, painted blue, a white chair rail. The world kept shuddering with her ragged breath, but one hand on the wall, for balance, comfort, she moved away from me. No, don't. I wouldn't follow her. Don't, can't. The vision gave me no choice. White hot talons pierced my ribs, dragging me along behind her, but she knelt beside a window. Not a body, not Jason. Save Jason, save Jason. My lungs burned, begging for air. But breath couldn't come without sobs, without screams. She dug her nails in beneath the trim, beneath the white trim beneath the windowsill. It pulled free. Easy, Meant to. Meant to be moved. Meant to hide the hole in the wall just behind. Square-edged, deliberate. Too small for her hand, she forced her fingers into the darkness and screamed, and screamed, and screamed. The sound speared into my head, strangling me, ripping apart the world until everything went black. "Whoa-kay!" Paige's voice, worried, not pained, smudged light through the black. Real light. Real world. Really Jason's mom holding me, hugging me, supporting me as though ready for my imminent collapse. "Ella gets a little dizzy sometimes." I recognized Paige's grip on my elbow, balancing me, extricating me from Jason's mom's arms. Strong arms, not trembling, not weak from a night of the worst kind of tears. If I was the cause, if I'd fucked up saving Jason, "Let's get you a seat," Sheriff Fuckface said. "I'm fine." I blinked the rest of the patio back into view. "Should you call Carl?" Jason's mom reached for my other elbow. "It just takes her a second to get steady." Paige spoke with such an impressively calm tone, Jason's mom backed off, and Fuckface set the chair he'd grabbed back in its appointed place. "Ready to get started?" Before I could finish reasoning through if I was supposed to know what we were starting and how much damage asking what the fuck was going on might do, Jason's mom frowned down at Jason's empty parking place. "He'll be back. He's safe. Save Jason. You're supposed to save Jason." "Where did Jason go?" she asked. "I want to do a few quick sketches of the little jail cell downstairs, but I forgot my sketchbook at Kate's," I said. "Jason's running back to get it for me." Jason's mom smiled. Sheriff Fuckface did not. "I know it makes me sound like a 90-year-old woman, but Jason is such a sweet boy." She waved me toward the door that led to the second floor of the Argo. "Did he tell you why there's an iron-barred cell in the house?" "No, ma'am." My voice came out impressively steady. "When arsonists burned down the town jail, in a grand show of Archer family logic, the sheriff at the time," she opened the door, shooing us into a little entryway with a staircase going up, a staircase going down, and a closed door. "And Archer, of course, moved the town's criminals into his family home until a new jail could be built." Paige gave Jason's mom a knowing nod. "A perfect example of the reasoning behind the Archer's contractive family tree." Jason's mom laughed. "Don't worry, Ella. This house has been a fully prisoner-free zone since Argus and I took the place over from his grandmother." Jason's mom opened the door, leading us into the hallway beyond. Blue paint and a white chair rail punted aside my contemplation of whether Sheriff Fuckface being named Argus Archer had contributed to his fuckfacery. "The cell did make for some cool slumber parties when we were little," Paige said. Jason's mom laughed. "If I could get rid of the damn thing without having to completely rip out the floor and ceiling, I would." "But it's so cool," Paige said. "Not as cool as knocking down that wall to add a decent-sized dance floor for weddings," Jason's mom said. On the left side of the blue hall, 2 arches led to an open area. The right side offered 3 doors and 1 offshoot hall. Straight ahead, a window with white trim running below. The window I'd just seen. Fuck. Breathe, Ella. It was dark in the vision, but the now sun still hadn't set. "Jason's fine, Ella. Breathe, Ella. Save Jason. Save Jason." The wave of panic tightened a metaphorical iron vise around my chest that somehow made lightning-bright pain punch through my actual broken ribs as Jason's mom led Paige and me down the little hall and through the first door on the right. I might have made myself take a moment to appreciate the gauzy white curtains and the green paint, but the 6 black gowns hanging from various hooks on the walls distracted the fuck out of me. 6 fucking gowns. Not fancy dresses, black fucking gowns. One with flowing black sleeves, like a Tolkien-style elf in mourning. One with so much fluff to the skirt, the poof took up a whole damn corner of the room. "Thank you so much, Mrs. Archer." Paige clapped her hands in fucking glee. "She's going to look amazing." "Who?" They ignored me. My altering skills took some options out of the running. Mrs. Archer lifted the gown from the hook right beside the window, sleek, with a fitted bodice and the kind of little sleeves that droop off your shoulders. I can take in a waist and raise a hem, but beading and stretch fabric are beyond me. "These are perfect." Paige trailed her fingers down the chiffon of what looked like a black fucking wedding dress. "So pretty." Some of the true fashion faux pas also stayed in storage. Mrs. Archer winked at Paige before offering the fitted bodice gown to me. If you truly hate any of them, we can skip trying them on. My brain blipped, trying to figure out how I'd gone from someone trying to kill me, to freaking the fuck out about Jason's safety, to Mrs. Fuckface staring at me with a beautifully expectant smile. So, Paige drew out the word as she scurried to claim the dress from Mrs. Fuckface. I wanted it to be a surprise. Paige, Mrs. Fuckface cut in, a warning in her tone. You told me Ella wanted to borrow a gown. She does, Paige said. She just doesn't know it yet. Are we going to a royal funeral? My words came out impressively flat, considering the list of possibilities barreling through my brain. My funeral, Jason's funeral, Violet's, Kate's. No. The widow's fete, Mrs. Fuckface maintained her warning tone, which Paige told me you were super excited for, especially since you'd get to dress up. Exactly, Paige grinned. We are going to dress like fucking queens, show up at the widow's fete looking amazing, and have the incredible night we deserve. Mrs. Fuckface added a raised eyebrow to her lingering glare, letting Paige squirm for a moment before looking at me. Her face softened to a patient smile. The Widow's Fete is the big party for Widows Run weekend. There's food and music and dancing, and everyone who attends wears black. It's one of Laureldale's most beloved traditions. Beloved goth ball, I nodded. I like it. Some people create elaborate costumes. Some people are lame and wear normal black clothes. Paige held the gown out to me. But we, Ella Day, are going to be fabulous. Unless, Mrs. Archer reclaimed the gown from Paige. You would rather not, Ella. Don't let Paige guilt you into anything. You don't have to get dressed up. In fact, you don't have to attend the fete at all. Paige looked at me with fucking puppy dog eyes. Fuck. What would a knowing fucking Ella do? Please, Paige, play dress up. Compartmentalize like a motherfucker. A motherfucker who really didn't want to be in a fucking gown at the moment, since I was really quite fucking happy having a weapon nestled right above my ass, but WW fucking UED. Maybe wearing the poofy demon gown, which I would have to smash through doorways, would make me trip and fuck up my face, forcing me into the Fuckface family bathroom, a location from which I would hear Sheriff Fuckface fall to the ground, unable to call for help as the fucker suffered a Carver-like heart attack, and I, being a good fucking friend, would rush, amble to Sheriff Fuckface's side and give him CPR to keep him alive, all while the death trap of a skirt loomed over us like the Grim Reaper himself had come for Fuckface's soul. Or not. Maybe playing dress up was inconsequential bullshit that had nothing to do with my vision of Jason. That wasn't a risk my restrictive clothing-hating ass could take. I'd love to go to the fete. I aimed for excited cheer. Are all of these gowns from other widows' fetes? Archer family tradition, Paige said. Because, Mrs. Archer shot a "you're on a thin line, honey" look at Paige. Town tradition requires the founding families to participate in the fete ceremonies. Carrying the Archer name means getting trotted up onto that stage in front of the whole damn town. If I'm going to be stared at like a trained monkey, I am sure as hell going to look good doing it. She smirked in a playful, conspiratorial way that made me really fucking question how the fuck she'd ended up married to the fuckiest of all fuckfaces. The fete's in the park? I backed toward the non-poof-filled corner farthest from the humans. Yep, Paige said. Freezing your ass off is part of the fun. I knelt to unzip my boots, left foot first. But I promise there are plenty of heat lamps and bonfires when you need a quick defrost. Paige's eyes fucking gleamed. There are real flame lanterns too, and everything is beautiful. And watching Tessa's dad freak out about how much of a fire had... There are real flame lanterns too, and everything is beautiful. And watching Tessa's dad freak out about how much of a fire hazard the whole party is, a true yearly delight. God bless, I can't read today. Take 3. There are real flame lanterns too, and everything is beautiful. And watching Tessa's dad freak out.
Love, you're what I get.
Yep, it's true. I love you. You're the love of my life too. Take 4. There are real flame lanterns too, and everything is beautiful. And watching Tessa's dad freak out about how much of a fire hazard the whole party is, a true yearly highlight. I made it. I did it. Thank you. I do enjoy the portion on hairspray, Mrs. Archer said. Quick pause. That's legit, y'all. Y'all, if you, although, who was that girl that was holding a candle like during a graduation ceremony and her hair caught fire?
Oh, you mean the one on social media?
Yes, and she literally, this gorgeous black girl, and she literally just went, pat, pat, pat. Put it over my shoulder. No, I'm good. I was like, what? Like that was boss.
It was like
so
going
good.
fast.
It was
but
going.
no, hairspray is
Very flammable.
Yeah, so
Yeah, be careful.
don't fuck around and find out, kids,
No.
because that's a hard find out. What?
Okay. No, it's true. I do enjoy the portion on hairspray, Mrs. Archer said. I look forward to it. I switched legs, unzipping my right boot, carefully palming the cell phone I shouldn't have. There's other entertainment too, Paige said, conveniently focusing on ticking future delights off on her fingers as I slid my foot free, slipped the phone into the bottom of my boot, and stood. The quartet and choir for the opening, then bagpipes and barbershop, of course. Last I heard, Paper Scythe is playing too. Great, unlike the knife I need to stash. We'll all have to be flexible this year, Mrs. Archer said. Paige's face paled, her freckles becoming a starscape of distress. Right. I pulled my sweater up over my head, shucking out my right arm, leaving the fabric bundled around my left wrist. Everything okay? I bit into the silence as I moved my hands behind my back and unfastened the sneaky sheath from my belt. The performances are usually on the bandstand, Mrs. Archer said. Oh. I froze, both hand and knife in my pants. Sydney said they'd worked something out. Paige looked to Mrs. Archer. I slid the sheath from its above-ass niche and pulled my sweater off my left wrist, folding the blade up in its mass, settling the bundle beside my boots. We've been facing some lively debates over how to handle the lack of a stage. The final decision keeps magically becoming unfinal every 2 or so days, Mrs. Archer said. Should I leave you alone to dress, Ella? I can pop back. No worries. I, like a fuckhole, an oblivious, stupid fucking fuckhole, stripped off my tank top, leaving me in my bra and jeans. A perfectly fine level of clothes that didn't warrant Mrs. Archer's look of horror or Paige's slack-jawed, wide-eyed ghost impression. Oh, sweetheart. Mrs. Archer's hand fluttered to her lips. Fuck, Ella. Paige crept toward me. Shit. Blood on my chest. I'd left blood from the fucking ritual on my chest. An easy, logical answer for their shock. Fuck. Fine. Fixable. Blood left over from a challenge course scratch. A stray smear from the slice on my hand. Breathe, Ella. I glanced down at my chest, an excuse ready on my tongue, finding no mess to use it on. Finding no panic-worthy fuckery at all. Paige pointed at my ribs. That's not okay, Ella. I looked down. Fuck. A black bruise stretched from under my bra to just above my hip. Oopsie McFuck. It looks worse than it is, I shrugged, clamping my teeth against the spike in pain. Okay. Paige laid the black bodiced gown on the bed. New plan. We're going to the emergency room, whether you like it or not. Try me. Why don't I drive? Mrs. Archer said. Kate's here. Paige pulled her phone from her pocket. I'll call. Fuck that. I cut around Paige, aiming for the gown on the bed. I want to try on dresses. I love her just nonchalant. Like, no, I want to try on dresses. Like, okay.
I'm not going to the emergency
Hell
room.
no. Which we're getting to. Fuck that. I cut around Paige, aiming for the gown on the bed. I want to try on dresses. It's just so funny. Ella, Mrs. Archer flipped into an expert-level mom voice, freezing me in place. There is no way you didn't do some damage to those ribs. And there is no way I'm letting the ER doctors close enough to check for the wounds that should still be healing from my last fucking visit. All they do for broken ribs is wrap you up and tell you to rest. I lifted the surprisingly heavy dress, earning another jab from my ribs that I'm pretty sure was my body's version of fuck off, dumbass. Even when I had a bad rib fracture, the treatment was wrap and rest, and this boo-boo is nowhere near that rough. Too easy to move, to breathe. I kept my eyes on the pretty little flowers woven into the thicker-than-silk fabric of the gown. How the fuck do you know that? Paige said. Because I'm a weak-ass fuck in the Etherean world. Remember those cousins I've been climbing with? I flipped the gown over, hoping for a zipper, finding a lattice of ribbon instead. I remember. Paige pursed her lips and narrowed her eyes. Climbing is far from the worst shit they've convinced me to do. I smashed... I glanced down to my right side, then my left. I don't know, 2 of my ribs hard enough to have displaced fractures. I promise I'm fine. Paige's face puckered harder, like she'd heard my internal follow-up whisper of, and that's a story you shall sadly never hear. Mrs. Archer pinned me with a steely glare. Boys of that breed need to be careful with girls of yours. She raised one eyebrow. At the very least, you're putting on some arnica and wrapping your ribs however the hell it is you're supposed to before you start wiggling around trying on gowns. Yes, ma'am. I tucked my chin like a scorned pup. I'll get the first aid kit, she sighed, stepping out into the hall and shutting the door behind her. So that's Jason's mom, Paige said. That was a weird reading. So that's Jason's mom. I'm going to put a comma there, actually. I think I like that. Hey, welcome into part of the editing process, actually. I think that is a really cool glimpse in there.
I will give you a comma.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you know what I mean.
I love you so much. I will give you one singular comma.
Thank you so much, Mal. We've moved to a new echelon of our relationship. Mm-hmm. I just used that word. It doesn't matter. So that's Jason's mom, Paige said, not quite loud enough to cover Mrs. A's kids in this fucking town as she headed down the hall. And that is the end of chapter 24, not 25. 25 will be next episode. I'm not going to get penisy and say next week, but next episode.
But it's done.
I know, it is done.
But
eyeballs. That's the thing, is it just kind of depends. Because she was, like, you were on, not the up and up, but you were doing okay. And then all of a sudden, not again.
Yeah.
And yeah, so hopefully next week. Yeah, I know. Sorry, y'all. No promises until this gets sorted out. Okay, so let us talk through the chapter.
Well, no, there will be a chapter. It just might be an MK Thornton.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so there will be. So, guys, there's going to be an episode next week. It might be an MK Thorne episode and not
that means I got to get to work.
I know, and I'm so excited about it. And not an Ella episode. So just so you know, that may be happening next week, but don't worry. We have plans and there are things in place to make sure that we stay on track.
Yes.
Okay.
Life laughs at our petty little plans.
Always, consistently.
So do you have anything that you wanted to say before we get into the discussion about the episode, the chapter?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, well, first of all, here, have a microphone. Okay, so now that I have checked the microphone connection and we are all good, let's move onward. Okay. Oh, so we start this chapter in a vision, and it's a very worrisome vision, I will say, because why the hell is she crying that much? When she goes, I wouldn't follow her, can't. The vision gave me no choice. Why is she resisting this so much? Is it because she's terrified of seeing what's there? Or is she terrified of having this vision fucking with what she's supposed to do about the vision about Jason?
She doesn't want to see something in this vision she doesn't want to see.
So it doesn't have anything to do with fucking. It's not any kind of WWE.
It's not about
Okay.
It's not about like, oh well, it kind of is.
See,
wait a second, if I fuck up, is this what happens?
Right.
But she's not worried about the vision fucking things up.
Okay.
She's worried about it being a consequence because she had fucked it up. Also, she doesn't want to see, a gruesome dead Jason on the ground.
No.
So it's
obviously.
like, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. Okay. So, too small for her hand, she forced her fingers into the darkness and screamed and screamed and screamed. What the fuck? That's all. That's all I have to say about that.
I love how you're not even like...
No, I'm not going to try. No, because obviously we're not.
I'm not going to know you.
You wanted to talk about plaque versus placard versus sign. And then I'll say what it actually fucking was once you talk about this. So please go ahead.
I wanted to make sure, because sometimes there are things that are canon to me that have yet to make it into the series.
Right.
And so I wanted to make sure that when I was telling the story of the jail cell, that there wasn't like a name or a date or something I was missing that I created, especially since I can't really pour through my computer files right now, which I normally do. I go deep into my files and double check, but I can't. So I asked Chris, like, can you check the sign in the Argo?
And I could find jack shit. I was like, there's no sign, there's no plaque.
Because what he's doing is he's putting in like the word.
I do a
to
find
search.
word, so that way I can be like, okay, like, and I went to find cell, and I found the cell, but nothing about it until I went back to cell, and I was like, okay, let me just read like way farther down than I think I have to, and I did, and I went, Megan Elizabeth, you wrote infographic. I went, who?
I knew
says infographic?
Well, an infographic is a very specific thing.
I know, but like,
that was a choice I made.
Good
that
God.
I, no takesies backsies.
No takesies backsies. And then you say a perfect example of the reasoning behind the Archer's contractive family tree. So will you explain that? Because I had never heard that term before. So what is a contractive family tree?
A contractive family tree is one that just doesn't spread. Like there's one child a generation, or there's multiple children, but only one of them has children. So it's just like instead of a family tree branching and flourishing, it's like, and one of them survived that made this one that survived. And then this one had 3, but only 2 of them bred. And one of them, those kids didn't do so well. So it's like, they have that kind of family tree where it's like, oh, wait, which dumbass uncle died that way? Yeah. Like in my family, the uncle who was fire breathing with gasoline.
Oh, and then scorched his
stomach, got out of the hospital. They told him not to eat anything. He ate a hamburger and had to go back in. So it's like that kind of thing
people
where
aren't
you're
meant for this world.
No, and so they have a contractive family tree because it's like, well, so few of them live to breed because they're dumbasses.
My God. Okay. Oh, don't worry, Ella. This house has been a fully prisoner-free zone since Argus and I took the place over from his grandmother. I was like, what? No. Why? And like, what? Why was that still happening? Small towns, man.
If there's overflow.
So talk about Argus, right? Because there's going to be a parallel that's drawn here, but you know what I mean, because there's another very famous Argus in literature. But the name is so fascinating. Do you remember what exactly
Argus
it was?
is like a watcher. It's almost like it has
like 100 eyes.
Yeah, it's like not okay. Don't parallel this to the Watcher in this series. I'm not like his name is Argus, so obviously he's the Watcher. No, that's not what's happening here.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise. No, but it's like it's almost like Watcher, overseer, like creature of 1,000 eyes. Like it's that kind of seeing everywhere vibe.
Right. That makes sense.
But that's what I wanted with that name. Also, I wanted it to like have that same kind of Jason Greek mythology, like Argus.
Right.
So
yeah, Argus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. When Ella, I almost said Clara. I was like, Clara, not Clara. Ella. When Ella said, "Are we going to a royal funeral?" my immediate thought was Wednesday. I see such a Wednesday of like, are we going to a royal funeral? Just because my words came out impressively flat. That was just the image that it gave me. That's all.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much. Let's see. Ooh, do you think we could get Jenna Ortega to play Ella? Or maybe Clara?
Here's maybe.
Back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
I want this to become huge and have a TV show and all those things. But that's probably going to take a few years.
Right.
So
she
no offense.
Doesn't age.
That's true. She doesn't.
She's like Keanu Reeves.
She could be, yeah. So maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, reasonably, she should be too old to play a high schooler by then.
Although speaking of Wednesday, the girl who's invisible could absolutely be Paige.
Yes. And as she is actually a tiny little baby, like she's actually really young, she could still be that young.
She could.
So y'all, if you love this story, push it out, more fandom, because the dream is to have Laureldale become, here, we'll talk about it now. My dream is to have Laureldale become like this big world that can have multiple different stories and multiple fandoms, because what we're really building on is this huge world lore. So we're going to have all of Ella's things. We're going to have the extra world lore for the Ethereans, the Arabites, all of these different things so that this world is big enough that other things can be set in it.
Yes.
So the goal is, I mean, obviously to have like some film version of this someday. But the only way that that can happen is if people love it. So if you do like the story, please share it with your friends.
Yes.
Share the podcast. Share the Goodreads
Word
link.
of mouth
Yeah.
is and will forever be the best mode of advertising.
But that's like my dream. My dream is to have a librarian style series with like MK Thorne and the Alexandrian Order. My dream is to have like a TV show that is like that Pretty Little Liars vibe of like this intense teen mystery that is set in the Laureldale Sagebrook area.
That show was so damn
it
good.
was so good.
And it was good.
Well, that's one of the reasons that I'm building this world out so big, because I don't just want it to be big enough for the story I'm writing right now.
Yeah.
It's a lot like a modern Ilbrea to me. Of
Yeah,
like,
dude,
I want this to be...
sorry, go ahead.
I want this to be a big enough world
Yeah.
that other things can be sustained in it.
I feel like this
With
world...
deep enough mythology that other people are going to start looking at the mythology of this world as a strength that they can be like, oh wait, how did this author do this? What is this world lore?
Yeah.
So that it starts creeping out into the world and no one knows. I wanna like creep into society with my Laureldalian lore and no one will know.
For years, I was like, well, Ilbrea is going to be your opus. I think that this is going to out-eke it. Like, I think in its magnitude alone. Like,
just
this
the
is
Laureldale?
Well, it's a huge world that you've built here.
Well,
like,
the
I
thing
thought
is,
Ilbrea was huge. This is huge.
Ilbrea is bigger. I have not shared my notes.
No, yeah, right. That's fair. That's fair.
Which is why I'm like, when we do, because, okay, spoiler alert. Chris isn't going to like this.
Oh.
But when my eyes work so I can look at things, because this is going to happen, I'm willing it into existence. I want to do a short run limited series podcast on Ilbrea.
Oh, yeah, I think that's a great idea.
That is this style.
Yeah.
And use the text of the unreleased, never going to be released as a book, Ilbrea book that I have that is completely written. I want to go through, edit it.
It's called First Journey.
Yeah, it's not going out under that. That is a shitty title. Fuck that noise. But
Map Makers of Charon?
I don't know. We're going to figure it out. I will name that shit something.
Yeah.
But I want to do a limited run podcast where the episodes that we're doing are the chapters from that book once I re-edit them to make sure everything matches. But I want to do a limited run podcast with that. And that would also be a place where in those episodes, we can talk more about the world lore that hasn't made it into the books, because there is so much world lore that exists.
Yeah.
That's on my computer.
So here's the thing. I'm going to say something now that I don't think you're going to like. And let me know, guys, if you, not whose side you're on, but kind of, seriously, I don't know that I agree that you should alter a damn thing about the text, because it is so, hear me out, because it shows where it all started. And
but here's the thing.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Because there are some slight tweaks that have happened to canon.
Okay.
So, like, the way a Creolos explodes.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the only thing I could think of.
Different. Because the way that they are...
Are you getting rid of my dragon cave?
No.
Okay.
But the way that they are formed is different. So I don't want to, because I solidified when through Enna's story and figuring that out, I solidified that detail. I don't want to misdetail it in the old story so that I am creating a contradiction that will confuse people later on.
The mountain lore extends to over there.
Yes.
Holy shit. It's throughout the entire world.
Yes.
Oh my God. Sorry, I'm fangirling out over here. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes.
So are there other like black blood like people over there too?
No, there are not surviving civilizations there.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It is a barren desert people they're not meant to live in.
Okay.
it is one of those places where it's like, if you are there, you are migrating quickly to find something to eat and water. Like, it is
Look,
not.
I would have been surprised just because of the ice walkers. Like,
No.
Okay. All right.
No,
all right,
it
cool.
is not. No. Because even ice walkers need fucking water.
That's true. And you can melt, ice. Sure.
Yeah. So there are some things humanoids cannot do, and one of those is have no water.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Okay,
theoretically, further into that continent, sure.
Okay, but beyond the Barrens.
Yes.
Okay.
It would have to be like,
Cool.
yeah.
That Ruthier Mountain, is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's why I want to, those things like
and
the
Southern
lore.
Citadel, it's all coming back. Okay.
The lore that I locked in more intently, I want to
put it in there.
Yes, so that I don't confuse people who come to the series and then they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like the general vibe, the age of the characters, the storyline is staying, but I just want to make sure that like, no, the details of making a Creolas explode are exactly what they should be within this world.
So this is actually like really, really cool. We don't see Enna in this book, but we do get to see a young Mara, Nico, and Laura, who have known each other for a while. We don't really see Adriel, but he's there.
Yeah.
Right? We don't really see him. But Mara, Nico, and Tham, Mara, Nico, and Alora, Nico and Alora have known each other for a while. Have Nico and Mara? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to. I love Ilbrea so much. Those of you who have listened to the podcast
Do you want me
know
to
this.
help you with this?
No, yeah.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
Mara
Welcome
and
on this
Alora,
journey. Yes.
besties.
That's right. That's right.
Adriel, their pet.
Because Mara and Adriel were taken at the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
So they both love
remember
Adriel,
that
even though he is very quiet. He is their little poppet that they take care of. Like, they love him. Nico is there. They are not close to him. He
No.
is there in an apprenticeship capacity.
To Lord
Mara wants to punch him in the face because she wants his life. Alora's
Yes.
like, dick, get out my
Yeah.
house. You're a bitch.
Yeah.
So, like, that is their relationship at
Yes.
the beginning of that story.
And then we get to see as they meet Tham and Kai aboard the same ship to get over to the Southern Citadel is where they're supposed to be.
So
going.
they all know who they are. They have existed in the same realm, but like Nico is not friends with the girls.
Okay.
And Adriel is like their little quiet boy in the corner that they're still like nursing back to health and love more than anything.
Oh.
Like he is their little sickly puppy,
Yeah.
not considered a full member of their gang.
Sure.
He is like,
Yeah.
he is the fragile.
Because he was so abused.
Well, he was so abused and he had never been anywhere else. So Mara, they're rehabilitating her to society.
Welcome to our new Ilbrea podcast. I'm sorry, I derailed us. I apologize.
You did, but they are rehabilitating her to society after a major, major trauma.
Right.
Adriel has never sat at a table for a full meal.
No, because he was born on the
Yes.
Airs. Yeah.
So if you look at even that, like, okay, yes, she has been intensely emotionally damaged.
Yeah, but she wasn't there for very long.
No.
Yeah.
She was there for like a matter of months.
Ooh, that's still a long time.
Versus his entire
Life,
existence.
yeah.
So the difference of like, okay, you can come outside, friend, you're safe now.
Yeah.
Like you can eat at the table, nobody's gonna hurt you here, versus this is a table. And when someone puts a whole plate of food in you can eat however much you want. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So like that's the big difference of like his time working into the family and into like this member of the gang was way more extensive. Whereas Alora's like, you're my pet, Mar. Here we go.
And you're not taking away my dragon, right?
I'm not taking away.
They meet a dragon.
It's not really a dragon.
But it's a dragon.
It's closer to a wyvern, but yes.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care.
No. In modern fantasy.
Oh, is that
Ever since Fourth Wing. No. Technically, it is not
They're
a dragon.
not doing that kind of dragon riding.
It is no, because the paw, the leg placement has. It is a thing now.
I have to read Fourth Wing.
No. It's not even because of Fourth Wing. It's because of like the modern dragon thing. It's also an Akatar, but like the difference between dragon and wyvern and like, or no, Throne of Glass.
Are they? Wait, is it wyvern or wyvern?
I don't fucking know.
Like, have I been putting the R in the wrong? Probably. Well, it doesn't matter.
I don't know, but
right,
anyway, but like their forms are technically different. But you can call it a dragon.
But I know that not everything that is lizardy and flies is a dragon, y'all. Please don't come after me.
Okay, I don't know this, so I'm going to call it a dragon.
And you can, and I love that.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe I'll rewrite its leg structure so that it can just stay a dragon.
Well, no, I don't want to change your world lore. If it's not a dragon, it's not a dragon.
Yeah, but I want them to have dragons, not...
Is it an untrainable dragon? Sorry.
Okay, now back to this podcast.
Those of you who have been to Epic Universe will get that little Easter egg.
Epic Universe is a Universal Studio theme park in Orlando. Babe, people don't know this.
How do you not know what Epic Universe is? It's epic.
Because some people aren't theme park junkies, and
I'm
they don't.
a theme park junkie.
You also live in Orlando.
It makes
and
me
work there.
sad every time when I walk in. I'm like, I want to go ride that. I want to ride that. I can't. I have to go to work. And then I get done with work and I'm like, I want to go ride that. I can't. I have to go home. Okay.
I know.
All right.
Tis a tough world.
It is a tough world
for a Chris.
Okay. It is a tough world
For
for a Chris
you,
because I
okay.
am a roller coaster junkie. Okay.
I know.
And Stardust Racer's just so good. Okay. Was there any? Oh wait. Wasn't there something?
We got really distracted,
very
went off on an Obrea tangent.
Oh,
I have no idea where we are.
I did
tonight.
actually want to ask that was I had one other real question, but then one that kind of popped up while I was reading it. I don't think so. I think I'm making the curtains more than just green, but
No. The curtains are like fluffy and white. They're like gauzy white
Thank
fabric
you.
that you're like, obviously no one sleeps in this room because that'd be fucking annoying in the
Yeah.
morning. They're guest room fabric.
so no, the gowns that are hanging from hooks. My immediate mental image when I first read this, and I didn't write it down because I was like, I doubt there's any kind of any kind of parallel there. It reminds me of Lori burning her wedding gown. Do you know what I mean? Is there any kind of for you as the author, was there any kind of parallel to that?
It is not a parallel. It is a parallel to being presented to this thing of like walking into a room and like, oh, this is the person you want me to be right now.
Yeah, that was like,
But not and now I'm being restricted into this evil thing.
okay.
But so older
So,
house.
I guess, did you intentionally make that?
No.
Okay. Because I saw it and I went, oh, interesting.
No.
Okay.
It's because it is it isn't a trap.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
Like it's literally.
That's not a spoiler, by the way. That happens within like the first 5 pages of Lori's story.
So no, the truth is like Mrs. Archer is a couple sizes bigger and a little bit taller than Ella. Mm-hmm. She has a bunch of gowns.
Yeah.
Paige knows that she can like take stuff in, and Paige was like, "Can Ella borrow one of your gowns?" Like she's just the right amount bigger, where it's like we can get this fitted.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Speaking of Mrs. Archer, can you, if you don't have to share this if you don't want, but you were talking about, so there is a very specific reason in this scene that she goes from being Mrs. A to Jason's mom, Mrs. Archer, and Mrs. Fuckface.
Well, it's Mrs. Fuckface.
Yes.
When she's like, fuck you, I don't want to be here.
Okay,
What the fuck's wrong with you?
when Ella is like
yes.
that, yeah.
She's Jason's mom when she's worried about Jason.
Yeah.
She's Mrs. Archer when she's like, okay, maybe you're not a horrible person. And she's Mrs. A when she's like, I cannot associate you with Sheriff Fuckface anymore.
Right. You're too cool.
You're too cool. What
Yeah.
the fuck happened? Cut the Archer name. You're Mrs. A.
Okay. I thought that was really interesting. That was kind of a cool insight.
Because it's like her figuring out who Jason's mom is.
Yeah.
Because like Jason's been hiding out at her house. Jason's dad is a dick. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck is...
Well, because I feel like as a casual reader, I would look at that and go, huh, she's switching her up a lot. Whatever, and then move on. But so getting to actually dive into that a little bit. I
No,
think
because
that's
it is Ella's mental process of trying to like sort her into boxes of like, okay,
Sure.
so you're a fuckface. No, you're my friend's mom. Okay, you're a cool adult. Okay, I kind
still
of
a
like you.
fuckface. No. And then occasionally she becomes a fuckface again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's all I had. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add about this or Ilbrea? Since we made this partially Ilbrea.
No,
If
I
can
think
find
I'm
a way,
good.
I'll do it. Okay. It's true.
Oh, so for people, because we've been talking about Ilbrea, if you've never started on Ilbrea, there's 2 series in Ilbrea.
First of
There's
all, why?
Anne of Ilbrea and Guild of Ilbrea. Anne of Ilbrea is chronologically first, but you can read them in either order or just do one or the other.
Absolutely.
The first gift book in Anne of Ilbrea is Ember and Stone. The first book in the Guilds of Ilbrea series is Anchor and Crown.
Do not bounce back and forth.
No,
Don't.
Pick
You'll
one
get
of the
so
2
confused.
series and do the whole thing and then
Yeah.
go to the other one.
But you can do it either way. Another book-related thing, if you are listening to this podcast out as it comes out in this moment, Girl
Which
of
will
Glass.
be on Wednesday, January 28th.
Girl of Glass is currently free to download from your favorite ebook retailer, including on MeganORussell.com. That is MEGANORUSSELL.com. You can download Girl of Glass for free if you want to, even by downloading a book for free, support your local indie author by using their site instead of Amazon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so check that out. Those are the Obrea things. I'm kind of chilling, which is great that I do not have many events coming up in this moment.
No,
for
I
the
think
eyeballs.
the next big one is April. And it's not even a big one.
But so I'm low on the event circuit right now. We are going to be, as soon as they get that other fucking proof, the actual print proof, so that we can put in the orders, so that we can get the books for the Kickstarter. So Kickstarter people, we are...
Yeah, I know. Y'all have been so patient, and
I love you.
It's appreciated, but like we have been actively working on this in between broken feet and flares and new jobs.
Yeah.
We have been working on it.
Let's be real. The foot surgery week, nothing happened.
Yeah. And then the fact that we went straight from foot surgery into you having a flare into me getting 2 new jobs, it just became a nightmare.
Yeah.
Schedule's
weird. Things are getting better, but I will not be doing a lot of events at this moment. So if you are in the area, find me on social media, because you're not going to be able to find me at events. And you can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, and of course at the Page by Page home on Substack.
Oh, I'll actually also share this with you, because I think you'll find this interesting. One of the reasons the hardback, I didn't just go, go ahead and do it, it's good enough, because, well, A, no, but B, I could have sent it off. But there is a case laminate option behind, underneath the jacket, and our cover artist gave us such a gorgeous case laminate that I'm like, no, you're going to give me this option. I know it exists. So we're trying to figure that out. So that's why. It is partially because I'm like, no, this is going to our supporters. Well, that's
kind of been the whole thing all the time, is that we're like, no, but I want it to be perfect.
I want it to be perfect. Yeah. So
no, but perfection.
Yeah. So, and it's not perfect, and something's missing that shouldn't be. So we're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So thank you again. And so you told them where to find us.
And also please do like, rate, review, share the podcast. As we said, I want to do more with Ella Story and Laureldale and the Ethereans and all these things.
That's why we started this podcast.
The only way I can do that is if there are more supporters, so we can spread the word and get more people involved. So please do all the things to make the computer say, hey, Page by Page, you're cool. More people should like you.
You said doo-doo. And with that, thank you for reading.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a sign off.